Welcome back, guys, to the Midnight Cinema. It's your boy Midnight again, coming to you live, leader of what? Team Alpha Wolf Squadron. And this will be the first time that I've done something video related to this show. I've been wanting to do something for a while now. I said I was going to wait until the season finale and then I do a full season review. And to be honest with you, this is one of the best shows on TV right now, Mayans MC. It's a spinoff of Sons of Anarchy. And you can tell, look, listen, I'm a big fan of Sons of Anarchy. I will recommend Sons of Anarchy to anybody, to anyone, okay? It's my favorite show of all time, to be honest with you. I can say that straight up. See, look, I have it back here. Sons of Anarchy, okay? Fear the Reaper, all right? But Mayans MC, they just concluded with season four. This is the spinoff show, like I said. We're following Easy Reyes on his journey, going through up the club ranks and everything, right? And hey Ben, how you doing, man? Um, and so this will be a spoiler review, so if you're not caught up, just letting you all know. But come back to it after you see it. It'll be great. And so uh, Easy is on a turn path now. And we see from the beginning of the series, the beginning of the season, he's evolving into a leader. And he's taking over, commands from Bishop. He's just going gung ho. He's volunteering to put himself in situations to accomplish objectives and missions. He's on it. He's ready to go the whole time. Okay. And what we're seeing here is this is what I like about the show. It's the evolution of this character, right? What we see from here is he goes into this place of no return. The club is in disarray. Everyone's torn apart after what Easy did last season when he went after Conche and his son got caught up in the explosion. He wants revenge now. All the Mayans are swarming. They're coming after them. So there's a civil war amongst the club itself, with between all the charters, Santo Padre and Yuma, Stockton, Oakland, all of them, right? And the thing is, Easy's just like, look, he's trying to broker peace, but at the same time, he's making decisions that put him in a position where he can get closer to power. And so, what we're seeing from here is he's like, he's becoming a tyrant in a way. And I think we're about to see that. I feel like they're going a Julius Caesar route because he's become really, really arrogant in a way. You can see it in how he talks to people. He smiles a bit more when he says something pretty messed up. Like he's trigger happy. He does not mind going after people. He doesn't mind shedding blood. That's him. That is who he is now. And he does it with almost like a smile on his face, but like with a wickedness to it, right? And what I think is I think Angel, his brother, may take him out because he's catching on to it. He's catching on to him a bit much with it. He's like, look, I don't recognize who you are anymore. Even some of the club members that we see at the end of the finale, right? They're looking at him and it's like, are we sure we want this? You can see some of them, they want war with the Suns because of what took place. Season three with Montez, they found the body, catch back up. That's what's going on with that. With the Suns, they're at war again simply because they found one of their members in a barrel, and the war ensues. Right? They start going at each other back and forth. Easy is like, listen, I want to wage a war. He doesn't care what Alvarez, the Godfather, is thinking. He doesn't care how he feels about it. He wants the war. And his brother's questioning him. He's like, well, when do you want it to end? When does it stop? And it's one of the best lines in the whole series. I'm paraphrasing here, but it's something like, how many more bodies do you need to stand on top of till you feel satisfied? Like, what? Oh my goodness. Because as you see it, like when they go to that hospital, okay, and they go after Gabby gets caught up in it. She goes with them. They're, hiding out at a camp after they escaped during the gun battle that they had with the Sons. and she's pleading with him. She's like, "I don't want you to go. Like, you can't do this. Like, I have to tell the police we gotta go." And he's like, "Well, I can't leave my brother, and you can't tell the police." And he's just in a rock and a hard place, and he's hurting because she left because she went to nursing school, right? And his father Felipe encouraged her and said, "Listen, you gotta go, get out of here. This town is not safe for you." And she goes. And it's crazy how they bounce back to it because now Easy was in that position and boom, killed her. And it was awful because you're just sitting there like, man, how did you become this? Because all the way at the beginning, we're rooting for this guy. Like, he's a hero. He doesn't really know what's going on. Like, he's a really wise guy. He's intelligent, right? And he's been through some things, but he's smarter than everybody else. He comes up with plans. He always takes the smart route. Okay. He doesn't want to cause so much havoc. And now we're seeing him like he's craving that, going closer to the dark side. To quote Star Wars, if you will. Thank you, Ben. But and yes, I finished Empire. We'll talk about that today on the show. Um, but that's who Easy's becoming. That's who he is, and so I'm excited to see season 5 because I want to see how much further he's going to push this. And one of the best highlights of the series, well, of this finale, really, was that we got to see Tig from Sons of Anarchy. He's now vice president of the Sam Crow chapter, Redwood Original, and Charming. Uh, and so now he's like, look, he's talking to Alvarez. He says, I want peace. This isn't what this is what we're used to. We're used to a code. We're used to things of the past. Like, these kids, they don't know about the past anymore. And I was talking to a few people on Facebook about it today, and it was a great conversation because I was just speaking and saying, like, look, they're forgetting their history. If you watch the original series, you know that there was a war that happened in the 90s, right? And so the war that took place in the 90s between the Mayans and Sons, that was still going on for some time. Beef died down a bit, and then they caught back up again with Sons of Anarchy. Then, we get to a point where they have peace back and forth. Then it was peace again brokered by Jax Teller. And he's like, look, we're good. There's peace. And now they're back in it. And the younger guys in the group, in the club, they've forgotten that. They're like, man, we're done. Forget that. That doesn't matter. We want to avenge Coco. Why? Because Coco got hit up in Oakland. And I mean, you're in a position where it's like, dang, well, what do you do in a position like that? I mean, you want to avenge your brother, or do we need further bloodshed? And that's what Alvarez is saying to them. Is now he's having his eyes open as he's getting older, as he says. He's like, I'm wiser now, and it's like, I cannot continue to be a part of something like this. Like, he feels himself being pulled away, and that's one of the best lines I think that Tig said to him was, you're not becoming, you're not a what's he say? Just to paraphrase what I was saying, you're not a bad man. You're just becoming a good man. Something along those lines, right? It's a little bit better poetic than that, but this is just what I'm thinking of at the moment. All right, but that's essentially what it is. Alvarez is becoming wiser. He's becoming smart. He's like, this bloodshed, I cannot partake in it anymore. So what does Easy do? He's like, look, I'm gonna usurp. Well, not even usurp. He's gonna go into the bylaws, dig up some old laws. He says, I'm going to call for a kill switch. We can vote him out altogether. And I'm like, man, you're really going for that throne there. You're really going for that seat. It's incredible to me. I love the direction. Elgin James taking over for Kurt Sutter has been phenomenal. Easy JD Pardo as Easy Reyes, great. Clayton Cardenas as Angel, phenomenal. Like, the whole cast is just spectacular. I love it all, and I love just like seeing how these characters also develop. I love seeing Galindo's story. I love seeing honestly how that's going to be caught up next season too, because now we're finding out. I had a thought in the beginning that might be Felipe's son. He might be one of the Reyes. How crazy would that be if he was their brother. And the relationship between him and the mom, well, him and Galindo's mother, it was like, man, you two are pretty romantic, seem to be very romantically involved. Like there's a history here, you know? And now all of a sudden, this is what it is. Pulled it right from under, pulled the rug right from under you. I'm sorry. And boom, there we go. Galindo is your son, Felipe. That's crazy. I thought that was absolutely amazing. That was an excellent twist, to be 100% honest with you. I'll even say that I enjoyed the story of Adelita. Her one of her subplots was getting her child back, the child that her and Angel had, that Potter took from her, and now the baby was with a different family. She went after them, takes them out, and then she's like on the run with the baby, and then she catches back up with Angel, and it's like, this is here's your son. And it's crazy because Angel just lost essentially his child with nails. And excuse me. Whew, sorry. He had a child with nails, but the stress that he was invoking on her caused a miscarriage to happen. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. It's awful. Ooh. But there was a lot in this season that I thoroughly enjoyed. A lot of the subplots, a lot of the different, like I said, the themes that they had going there. Some of the shots were amazing. I love seeing the motorcycles. The motorcycles, they get you every time. You know, it's almost like, man, do I want one? Uh, I, look, I work in a, I work in a place where it's like, nah, I don't want to ride a motorcycle. I don't want to ride a motorcycle. I'll put it like that. I'm good. I'm good. But I enjoy seeing it. It's almost like akin to westerns, you know. Everybody on horseback. That's kind of how I envision it as well. Now I'll ride a horse. It's no problem. I will do that. Why? Western cowboy. Kidding. But honestly, if I could be in a western, I would definitely want to be in a western. Just being straight up honest with you guys. I've said that before. I'll say it again. I would love to be in a western. That would be incredible. Um, but back to the show. As I was saying before, uh, all the stories that we have here. I wonder what Emily's going to be, what she's going to be doing next season. Now that she's been found by Galindo, how's that story going to pan out? I'm not sure. I'll probably, you know what? Maybe I'll think about some theory videos. If you guys want, let me know in the comments, please, and I could probably come up with some. Think about some of the different subplots of what we might see if next season is to be announced. I hope season 5 that it happens. Oh, and one of the bigger moments that we have to speak on: who burned down the heroin cache? Who burned it all down? That substance. Who burned down the warehouse? Right? And I think personally, I think it's Angel, because when you're watching it, it's the way that he walks, and not only that, it was like his height. And it's like, you know what? I think that might be Angel, because I think that he contacted Alvarez, right? I think he contacted Alvarez, got the location, because we don't see that happen. Okay, we don't see that. We just know it cuts to somebody's in the warehouse, right? And no one else was there when Alvarez had the meet with Galindo, Easy, and El Vaquero's sister, right? So who could that be? Like I said, I think it's Angel, because Easy threatened him and was pretty much saying to him, "We're gonna run over you if you get in our way." And Angel's like, I don't know who you are anymore, man. Like, it's like, what are you doing? He's almost like he's seeing through that, and I'm thinking it's gonna be like he's Brutus and Easy will be Caesar. Just that's what I think. We'll dive into that in a separate video. Okay, I think that'll be great. I'll do that. Just let me know in the comments below. But anyway, guys, Mayan season 4. Check it out if you haven't. Watch Sons of Anarchy if you have not. I highly recommend that show 100%. You will love it. It will definitely. It got me through a tough time in my life. Okay, and It became one of my go-tos. It's a great show. It's just a great show. Great story, great characters, great narrative, great music. Just all around phenomenal show. And I say the same thing with Mayans. From the very beginning, they have done an excellent job. I still would like to see a Grim Bastard spinoff if they ever were to do one. That would be awesome if they did that. That'd be great, right? And we're still waiting for First Nine. Like, come on! But there were some legal things that happened with Kurt Sutter. It's tragic. Even the Thomas and Abel show that was being theorized. I would love to see that. I'm a fan of this show. I'm a fan of this series. It's a great show, great stories. Like I said, great characters, great music. Love it. Cannot wait to see what they have next. Okay, guys. I will be doing a show later on if you're still continuing to watch this video with Ben Rayner over at the Multiverse of Geekdom channel around 6 o'clock. So if you want to join in on that conversation, please feel free to do so. Okay. Also, feel free to like, share, subscribe this video, share this video. And you can follow me on Twitter at the Outlawed Mind. You can follow me on Instagram at the Midnight Cinema 41. And guys, hey, it's a great time to be a fan of TV. It's a great time to be a fan of film. It's a great time to be. It's just a great time to be a fan. It's a lot of crazy things going on. Finding things that you love to do, that you love to be a part of, that you like. You're passionate about. It's find that. Continue to do that. Don't get lost in that. All right. Don't get lost in that. Okay, guys. Have a great day. Remember, stay strong. Uh, one nation, one pack. I said that backwards, didn't I? One pack, one nation, one smooth howl. I'll check you guys out later on. All right.